and welcome to Your Inside Power. My name is Patricia Stepler, and I am your host for this show. I want to share with you a little quote about your inside power. It says here, the power within is greater than any difficulty you can ever meet. The power never fails you. Isn't that a great understanding of the power that we have inside of you, even when we feel that we just can't go on and things are just not going right at all? There is a power inside of us that is greater than anything you're facing. And I'm sure you can look back, and sometimes it may not feel like that, but when you look back after some time has passed, you can see that you have had the power and that you maybe gained more power when you needed it the most. In the last episode, we talked about the law of attraction and the three things that you needed in the law of attraction to bring the good that you desired. You needed to have an interest in what it is that you wanted. You had to give it attention and make sure that you focused on it. And then the third thing was you had to expect it. And today, what I want to do is share with you a little bit more about that expectation and why it's so important, and why sometimes when we think we are invested in an idea, that expectation could be the very thing that is actually keeping us from the good that we desire. Because even though we think we're expecting it, maybe we're not as clear about that as we need to be. So once you understand the laws, and you understand that the laws work the same for everybody, and ignorance of the law does not allow you to not have to follow them. The laws are there. You can't change them. You can work with them. You can work without them. You can try to work against them. But the laws are not going to change. It's like gravity. If you jump off a 10-story building, you're going to get down. You're never going to go up. That's just the law. And these laws of success, these laws that we operate, the law of attraction, things like that, they are set and they do work. And your understanding of that and being closer to the source or source energy or God, whatever you choose to call that, your understanding is what's super important when it comes to those laws. So following them is up to you, but you cannot change them. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill talks about when the big money, as he calls it, when things really start to click and go together, when the big money starts coming, it will come so fast and furious that you are going to wonder where it has been hiding during all the lean years. And you can substitute money for whatever it is you want. It could be clients, it could be customers, it could be building your business, it could be health, it could be relationships. You can put any word in there and place the money. Think and Grow Rich is all about how to gain more money. And most of my clients, that's what they're looking for. And in tough economic times, that's what a lot of people are looking for. And that comes down to the expectation. So what he's saying here is when it starts to come, it comes so fast and so furious that you wonder where it's been. Well, why does that happen? Well, we have certain things we need to learn. Just because we have a goal and we set a goal and we have a desire doesn't mean it's going to happen, because sometimes we have experiences we need to go through in order to get us closer to that source energy. Some of those disappointments, some of those roadblocks we have to encounter in order to get to that goal. There are things we need to learn along the way. Now, sometimes things go very quick and you start to see the results much faster than you expected. And that's because you've already gone through some of that stuff. And there's just a learning curve that everybody needs. And this is why you can't compare yourself to somebody else. Like, let's say you both start the same type of business and you're doing the same type of things, and one of you just skyrockets really quickly, and the other one, it's like they can't get moving. They take 2 steps forward and 3 steps backwards. That's because they don't have the same experiences. None of us do. We are all similar and we're all different at the same time because we've have different backgrounds, different experiences, different things that we've done already. And everybody's unique. So we can't assume that everybody can do the same thing at the same time. Doesn't matter what the process or what the procedure is, there's going to be differences. So what we have to do is to start building our awareness and understanding of how we need to connect with that higher power and our higher self. Keep in mind, as I've said many, many times, everything you have today is because of the thinking that's gone through your mind. And where your goal is, if it's a lot higher than where you are, you have to go through something in order to get there. You have to become somebody different. The person you are today is not the person you need to be in order to accomplish that goal. If it were, you'd already be there. So we have to start building that awareness and connecting with the source, the power that we need. And then what I want you to do is to reduce everything to its very simplest idea. Let me give you an idea. So let's say you want to earn $3,000 this month. Okay, so divide that. We'll say it's a month of 30 days. So in order to get $3,000 every day or every month, or for that month, you need to be earning $100 a day. And if you get $100 a day, then by the end of the month, you'll have $3,000. Okay, so let's divide that out. That means $50 in the morning, $50 in the evening. What do we need to do that? Well, figure out, take everything down to its simplest form. You know, my mentor, Bob Proctor, used to always carry a calculator with him. And the reason he did that was he was always trying to reduce everything to its simplest form. And how can we make it the easiest? So what can you do this hour, this half a day, in order to reach that goal at the end of the month? And that's what you need to do in order to get that goal. Reduce everything to its simplest form. Simple ideas, simple plans. Don't complicate it. I see this so often in programs I've enrolled in. It's one program in particular, so complicated. Reduce it to its simplest form. Take out everything that doesn't need to be there and make it simple.